right. How you like that for ASMR?
That's free for y'all.
I guarantee people like.
Well, nut, it's fine.
I was
I
okay. I was gonna say it, then I
I
was just
have
not.
that.
I was not gonna
I
say
have
that.
that luscious tone voice.
I was gonna say
It's
people
that
like.
caramel macchiato for your ears, baby.
I was gonna say like people.
Mama well. Okay,
I was
sorry.
gonna say that like I don't know. You just said it, so I don't have to say it now. But like yeah, people do nuts to that shit.
I know.
Yeah,
You're
especially like
welcome.
the creaking sounds. There you
You're
go.
welcome. That
Yeah,
was like five right there.
this is a God fearing podcast, and yeah, you all know what you come for.
Inshallah, he knows the way.
Anyway, it's your boy Pachu Poch, as always. It's been a couple months because I'm tired, and we were looking for shit to talk about, which we do now. But we're on our own time, and you guys are here, and we appreciate that. And as always, it's my co-host.
Come on, dude. It's playoffs, bro. We watching playoffs right now.
Yeah, we got shit to do. We got lives, you know.
You already know who the fuck this is. It's your boy, the host with the most, Mr. Hot. Get your baby mama hot, Arturo. Mama huevo.
Hold on, everybody. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. The reason for the creaking was because my fucking arm that the mic was on was coming off. So, yeah. What the fuck were we talking about?
Nothing.
Yeah, we didn't even start yet. How was your days? Put that shit in the comments.
Yeah, leave your comments.
Leave your comments.
I read all of them.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's cool. I am scared.
Of?
Comments.
Why?
Mean people.
Fuck them.
I know, I'm just giving a shit. I'm just fucking around. You just gotta not give a fuck. Except if you post a comment, we care about you. Wink.
Emoji.
Yeah, anyway, on to sports. I'm too tired to do the song. Go ahead.
Oh, cool. Yo. Playoffs. NBA playoffs. Woo! Man. Who would have thought?
Not me.
From a team who was 2-11 from the start of the regular season, everyone shitted on. Nah, the Lakers ain't making playoffs. They not making playoffs.
They're mid, bro.
They're mid, bro. And you know what? We were. But guess what? Bitch ass motherfuckers. We just made it to the Western Conference Finals.
We need to get these high.
A team.
We need to get these refs' eyes checked.
A team that had a 0.03% chance to make the playoffs has made it to the Western Conference Finals. Sweet, sweet vindication.
Nice.
You guys fucking can suck my dick from the front and the back. Shout out to the Golden State Warriors for an amazing series. A 7 seed team, a team that played in the play-in tournament has made it to the Western Conference Finals. First team to ever do that. Alongside with the Miami Heat, because they're the 8th seed in the East, and they were a play-in team tourney, and now they're in the Eastern Conference Finals. So nobody can talk absolute fucking shit about the bubble. I don't want to hear about the motherfucking bubble ever again.
I just don't want to hear about COVID again.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. Leave it in the past. I mean, still kind of take it seriously, but like, I'm tired of that shit. It's fucked everything up for everybody.
Yeah. So the bubble doesn't mean goddamn shit. And Clay, the bubble, it was the 2020 NBA Finals, since the NBA regular season started hella late because of COVID, obviously.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was played in Orlando. And my dogs, the Lakers won the 2020 championship. And that was a fantastic, bittersweet moment. Um, yeah, so and the Lakers just defeated the reigning NBA champions, the Golden State Warriors.
Sucks to be them.
Yep.
Can you? All right, nah,
No,
go
go
on.
ahead.
I was gonna say you can go on with the rest of your stuff, but I would love for you to tell that story again on the podcast where that one guy who was talking all that mad shit and then couldn't take it.
Oh, Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, I love that story. I love those kinds of stories.
You know, he was on Dylan Brooks. I guess he used to play for the Memphis Grizzlies because they pretty much had like no interest in re-signing him for his antics, which is understandable.
Yeah,
Um,
it's like
he's a good player, man. I'm not gonna bash this man's name, even though he was on some clown shit. You know, he's a hell ball player. You know, way better than me.
it's okay. We can still talk about the clown shit because you do
Um,
clown shit, you get to fucking be criticized for doing clown shit.
Yeah. So
Just take the criticism on the cheek.
and this guy was talking mad shit, and the Memphis Grizzlies were the number 2 seed in the West. So
Jesus Christ, those sirens.
yeah.
It's like a fire truck going by too.
So yeah, we beat the second seed team in the West, the 7th. He was talking shit about LeBron, and I'm like the most casual LeBron fan as it can be, because it was always Kobe over LeBron, and it always will be. So like this
And
guy,
he lost some points for Space Jam too.
yeah, the Space Jam dude was trash. I didn't even watch it, but still, OG Space Jam is literally like peak fucking like
I think the people who even like Space
cinema,
Jam 2,
peak cinema.
the people who actually like Space Jam 2 are like literal children, or
Yeah,
like they
it
know
should be.
it's like so bad. It's like entertaining in that regard. I guess. I don't know. I have movies like that. I'll fucking ride or die for the Street Fighter live action movie. Because I know it's like not great at all, but I'm not going to fucking lie to myself and say I don't have a good time whenever I watch it.
Right.
But yeah, still, LeBron, what was that, bro?
Yeah, he was all like, he was talking shit. He's like, some reporter was like, how do you like, what do you do like mentally and whatever to like try to stop LeBron when you're guarding him? He's like, I don't care. He's old. You know, people around him were laughing. Everyone was laughing around him.
Now who's laughing now?
And he's like, I like to poke bears. I don't respect nobody till they give me 40. And then we eliminated them by 40 points. And then LeBron dropped 20 points one game and 20 points the next game. That's 40 right there. So, and then he he didn't even talk to the media after the games. He's like, I'm out the first game, or the third game, I think. And then he didn't talk to the media at all to the rest of the series. And he got fined for it.
That's funny.
Yeah.
It's so fucking...
I guess he's going to go play in China, and that's funny because that's like the joke. Like when you fuck up, he's like, you're going to play for the Chinese Basketball League. And I guess he is.
Oh my god.
So,
shit gets weirder.
yeah, so...
It's like, bro...
Dude, and you know what? You know what's weird? So he made the second team defensive team. Those are like accolades you win at the end of the season for being like really good at playing defense, you know.
Yeah.
But obviously, like being on the first team is like what you want. But like no hate to like if getting the second team, that's because it's like that's also very good. And what's really fucked up, Anthony Davis didn't even get a single nomination, bro, and he's been the fucking the best defensive player the entire whole NBA playoffs that's going on right now, dude. He's being a fucking boss, bro. He didn't get a single nomination. And Jared Jackson Jr., he plays for the Memphis Grizzlies. He's dope, dude. He's legit. And he got Defensive Player of the Year, and AD missed like 7 games to him. They missed like around. They missed the same amount of games, almost pretty much. But AD missed 7 more games than him. So like they were still like in the same span. And AD didn't even get a single nomination. So that's fucking like ridiculous. That's wild to me. I think that's disrespectful. Fucking Knicks, bro. What the fuck, guys? I was fucking rooting for you fucks. After being trashed, these dude, New York Knicks, they're a legendary team, but they haven't done jack shit in the past century. Centuries 10? Or is that 100?
Centuries of 10.
Cool.
Decades of 10.
Cool.
No, whoa, I'm sorry.
Decades 100.
No. Century is 100. Decades of 10.
Oh, decades.
I fucked up.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm very tired.
Sorry.
I just had breakfast.
The Knicks haven't done shit in 2 decades.
Yeah, I just had breakfast with my family for Mother's Day, even though that's technically tomorrow on recording this podcast.
You're not wrong, because Mother's Day already happened in Mexico.
Okay, so we were right anyway.
We were right anyways.
Yeah. So
I got my mom.
that's also
today.
Yeah. This will probably like be put out afterwards, but tell your mamas you love them.
Yeah.
Even if they piss you off, they're still your mama.
Yeah.
Unless they're like super abusive, in which case fuck them.
Yeah.
But you know, like my parents give me shit. Not give me shit, but like they parents.
Yeah.
They be bitches sometimes.
Parents be on some hater shit.
Yeah. But like.
We love them.
Yeah. It's best to just grow beyond them.
Yeah.
Take everything you don't like about them and just throw it in the trash and become a better version of yourself. That's all you can do.
Facts.
We love you.
Yeah, the Knicks haven't done shit in 2 decades, and like they were doing good. Dude, they should have won last night, bro. They had a 16-point lead, and then Jimmy Buckets. His name is Jimmy Butler, but that's his nickname.
Buckets.
Jimmy Buckets, yeah.
Buckets.
Because he makes buckets.
Is that what that fucking joke from Space Jam 2 was?
I don't know.
Like LeBron just says buckets. After like the new Monstar team, one of them's made of water, and like he he gets fucked up and like splashes down. I don't know. I've only seen like a clip of it, and then then LeBron just goes buckets, and I'm like,
that's probably some context to that movie and that scene.
I don't care enough to watch, and I don't care.
So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, fucking Knicks, bro. You fucking motherfuckers. You guys still suck. But I think his name is Jalen Brunson. He balled the fuck out, man. I don't know what the fuck your fucking teammates are doing, bro. They're just like not doing shit.
You're cool.
Yeah. Shout out Julius Randle, because he hella revamped that team, and he used to be a Laker player. I always liked him. I was like a big fan of him, and then we traded him, and I was like, fuck. I always wished him well, and he's been balling in New York. But their fucking owner is a fucking jackass. He's a piece of shit. He's a bitch. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Sell the team, bro. You don't know what you're doing. This one brings me great joy to say this. The Phoenix Suns are a regular season team. You guys fucking suck. You guys have never done anything. You made it to the fucking finals and you choked, bro. You guys fucking did not. You guys showed up to the game. You didn't do shit. And Danny, I'm sorry, bro. You're literally the only Suns fan that I show empathy for, because you're my dog.
Any other Suns fan listening to this, not until you earn Arturo's respect.
Sorry, not sorry, Kyle. I love you, but regular season team, bro. Fucking got eliminated twice in the second round. You guys ain't fuck the Suns.
You're literally like to Danny, like it's okay, and then to Kyle, you're like, you fucking donkey.
Yeah, literally, it's exactly like that.
We love you, Kyle.
I love you, Kyle. Just because he likes to talk shit about my Lakers.
Yeah, it's only fair.
It's only fair. So it's gonna be the Lakers and the Denver Nuggets for the Western Conference Finals, and this is gonna be a very tough match for the Lakers, but this isn't something new. We already beat the Denver Nuggets in the 2020 Western Conference Final.
Nice.
So, like, we already got that. So this isn't gonna be something new. And AD's healthy. He's fucking balling. We doing good. He's literally the only one who's gonna stop Jokic, bro. He's like, and he's the center for the Denver Nuggets. Clay. He's a dope Slovenian, I think. He's a very tall white man who's very, very good at
Did
basketball.
you just say Slovenian?
Slovenian, yes. That's in Europe somewhere.
Oh, that sounds like a country that fucking one of the Belmont clan would go and fucking kill Dracula in.
Yeah. So he's a European basketball player who's in the NBA. He's really good. So yeah, let's go Lakers. That 18th championship is like in our grasp. Literally one more step. Fucking 76ers. 76ers, please close this the fuck out, man. This is going to be very hard for you, I know. But fuck the Celtics. Come on, bro. I'm fucking rooting for you guys. Joel Embiid, he is the center for the 76ers. He finally got MVP. Well deserved. No hate to Jokic. I like Jokic. But, like, Embiid, he needs his fucking flowers, dude. He's been doing very good for the past fucking 3-4 seasons. And, like, he deserves his MVP. So that's fucking cool. But, dude, 76ers, please. You have the MVP of the NBA. Fucking prove that shit. Why he is the... Joel Embiid, you gotta prove yourself why the fuck you are the MVP, bro. Game 7, bro. Make these Celtics sad in their home, bro. Do it. Please. So that's gonna be cool. Oh yeah, the Suns lost by 30 points at home, so... Yikes. Sorry, Danny. You're my homie. I love you, bro. Chivas. We are in the Liguilla playoffs for the Mexican League. And, god damn it. This Thursday game was fucking terrible. Sloppy. We're playing against Atlas, our baby brother team. Fuck them.
Just like every baby brother, fuck them.
Yeah. Fucking Guadalajara only belongs to Chivas, bro. Like, come on. But, we play tomorrow. We're at home in El Akron. All we gotta do is score 2 goals, Clay, to win.
Nice.
3 to be comfortable. But let's go Chivas, bro. I'm fucking praying so hard.
I believe in you.
Yeah, please. We did good all season. This is the first time we've had 34 points since 2004. So, let's fucking go. Let's fucking shut these motherfuckers down.
Fuck them.
Yeah, I think that's it for sports.
All right. Music. After we take this sip of water.
I got caught in mouth like a motherfucker right now. Oh, I don't know if I even told the podcast. I mean, you know Clay, obviously. Your boy got the motherfucking proxy from Puffco. Shout out to Puffco. Please sponsor me. Please.
We love your products.
We love your products. We do.
I don't own any, but like I've tried them before, and I have to say, it's nice.
Yeah, dude. I have the OG Puffco, dude, still running strong, 3 years running.
Just had to fix the atomizer.
Just got, not fixed, I had to get a brand new atomizer. Yeah. You're good. Yeah, no, you're good. I had my atomizer for like the whole, like, this is the OG one, dude. So that boy, he's probably seen like 2 years. Let's say around, you know what, fuck it, maybe like 70,000 dabs.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's keep it 100. So yeah, bro. Had to get a new atomizer. Did that. Fucking works perfect. Your boy got the desert. I was gonna say Desert Storm, but I don't think it's that. But it's Desert
that's
Storm.
something completely
Yeah,
different.
I know what Desert Storm. Yeah. Excuse me, I had a burp. Excuse me, I had to do it again. Sorry, guys.
Do it directly in the mic.
No.
But we're doing ASMR.
No, we're not.
I know.
It's like desert something. That's the name of the color. Sahara Desert. There we go. That's the name of the color. So I got that one. That's fire. The proxy. Oh my god. Beautiful, man. So, oh man, what a game changer. And the fucking party mode, dude.
Which you found out by complete accident.
Yeah. In the middle of the night because, oh man, that shit pissed me off so bad. So, like, you're not supposed to charge your device, like, right after using it because obviously it's fucking stupid hot. So, like, I'll take a dab before going to bed and then I'll go to sleep. And then, like, whenever the fuck I wake up to, like, take a piss or something, I'll charge it. And then, but what I did, so I clicked it because I didn't know if I turned it off. Because you gotta turn it off completely to get a full, like, charge. So, like, I clicked it and it, like, turned on. Right? And, like, just to make sure, like, what temperature you're on. And then I'm like, alright, cool, it's still on. And then you hold the button to turn it off. And I did that. And then the bitch turned on. So I was like, what the fuck, dude? And I was like, no. And I was just scared because of the bowl. I didn't want to fucking fuck it up already. Fucking brand new, you know? And I'm like, fuck. Because I remember in my OG Puffco, like, if you turn it on accident, like, you, like click the button, like, 4 times or whatever, and it turns off. But I learned that you just have to hold it. So I didn't know that prior. So I'm like, fuck, dude. And I'm like clicking it like 4 times, nothing. And then I'm like clicking, and I guess I did. Oh, to activate the fucking party mode, it's 5 times. And then I guess I did it 5 times. And then if I just see this light show, I'm like, what the fuck? I thought it was cool as fuck, but I'm fucking burning this bitch on like the highest temperature with no concentrate in it, dude. I'm like, fuck. But it's okay. And party mode, the temperature goes up to like 660 degrees. So that's fucking fire. But yeah, the proxy is amazing. We just tried the flower bowl last night.
It's good shit.
That shit was fucking fire. And I was talking shit about it, dude. I'm like, man, I'm not gonna use this fucking flower bowl, man. Who would have thought?
Yeah, now we're probably gonna use it more now.
Yeah, when I have flour.
Yeah.
I don't have shit.
I don't have shit either.
I have pure concentrate. I don't get paid till Tuesday.
I'm not even gonna be able to get it when I do get paid. I got too much other shit I gotta buy. Sadness.
Damage.
Yeah.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Whatever. If the shit comes out next month, which we'll get to.
Yeah, but yeah, shout out to Puffco. Please sponsor me.
Yeah.
I'm
send us shit.
Send us shit.
Send us free shit. I'm just kidding.
I'm a cop.
Unless.
I'm a cop the hot knife next time.
Nice.
Do you know what that is, Clay?
No, but I can kind of tell given it's a hot knife.
Yeah, so like it's you scoop your concentrate, and there's a button on it, and then it heats up and it drops your concentrate into your bowl.
I feel like that's really easy to injure yourself with if you're not careful. But
yeah.
You seem like a pretty smart guy.
I am. I'm a scholar. People like me. I'm funny. So, yeah, dude. I'm gonna try to cop that hot knife. Yeah, shout out Puffco. But to music, my dog, Zombie Juice, 1/3 of the Flatbush Zombies, he dropped his debut solo project called Love Without Conditions.
Nice.
And that's a very wonderful statement as well to live by. And I try to do that every day. Phenomenal project, dude. It was fucking beautiful, man. I think my favorite song for sure is Hoots. It's called Hoots. It's fire. Fucking beats amazing. Fucking the melody, the fucking... Oh, man. It was the whole thing, man. The whole song is beautiful. Yeah. And then my dog Conway the Machine dropped another album called Won't He Do? Fire. That shit was dope. Shout out to the whole Griselda crew. GSR. Boom, 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 boom. So yeah.
Yeah.
Check that out when you got the time. That shit's fire.
Yeah. I like Zombie Juice.
Yeah, shout out Flatbush.
I just really like Flatbush now, after you show me all their shit.
Yeah, seeing them live was badass.
That was great.
I saw them at Camp Flognog 2016, right after we graduated.
Holy fuck. That was like 7 years ago.
Yeah. I went during. It's always Camp Flognog is always November. It's always like a week before my birthday. And I worked all that summer. I'm like, dude, I just graduated. I need a fucking vacation.
I need a vacation too.
And I fucking went to LA. My cousin and I went to fucking Camp Flognog. It was a great experience of my life. We went again in 2018. That shit was fucking badass. I saw Kanye and Kid Cudi before their beef, and Kanye like went off his rocker a little bit.
Yeah, I hope he's.
Hope you're doing good, bro.
I just want him to just be silent for a little bit.
I'm never gonna be able to bring myself to hate him, even though he says dumbass shit sometimes.
But you can still be disappointed sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, bruh.
He's a musical genius. Adidas fucking went back to him, so he got.
Yeah, fuck Adidas.
He got
like,
his
you guys are
back,
fucking.
so that's vindication for me because I think it's funny because
corporations don't give a fuck,
yeah,
dude.
you guys talk all that.
They lost so much money.
$1 billion.
It's like, whatever. Boycotts don't work most of the time. Well, we're talking about a boycott here in a second, so.
Oh yeah, that's a good boycott.
Yeah, and like.
Well, all boycotts are good when.
Well, I guess we're done with music. Might as well go into that. Yeah. So in case you all haven't noticed, the writer's strike has happened. Let's go.
Let's do
Fuck these big goddamn corporations and fuck
streaming.
Fuck streaming. Like Snoop Dogg put it best.
Mm-hmm.
If you want that, go look up that video of Snoop Dogg explaining why streaming services are bullshit.
Yeah.
Prince called this shit, bro.
Dude, they're fucking. Man, R.I.P. Prince, bro. They would have sold his fucking casket if they fucking could, bro. Bitch ass record companies, man.
They just want that shit, bro. They don't give a fuck about you. It's like we were talking about Ice Spice the other day. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we'll get to that too later.
Ice Spice.
Yeah.
She's great.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Ice Spice.
Your bae. Hit me up, baby.
Oh my god.
We'll have beautiful half Mexican Dominican children.
Oh my god.
Mama well, but yeah, Ice Spice owns her masters, so all her music belongs to her, so that's dope.
Yeah, do that, people.
Shout out, bae.
Make sure you do that. Fuck the big corporations. They don't give a fuck about you, clearly. Yeah, like the Directors Guild is going up next for negotiations, so let's see if we can fuck them up some more.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's like, fuck these streaming services, bro.
Yeah. We're gonna have like 7.
Especially like fuck HBO Max and shit like that.
You mean Max?
Sure. Whatever the fuck they want to call it now. Whatever the fuck Salazar, whatever the fuck his stupid Lord of the Rings name is. Fuck that guy. Motherfucker. What he said was like, they'll come back to work for the love of the work. It's like, can we just stop?
He said that? What a bitch, bro.
Can we stop?
You wouldn't be saying that if you weren't getting paid, pussy.
Yeah. And like the shareholders barely fucking the shareholders barely approved his $39 million bonus package, so they're not happy, but whatever, fuck you. 39 billion, fuck you.
Yeah, it's like my
See, that's where's that money going? Where does that money come from?
To their Epstein Islands that they have.
Sure, but they can go to the writers who can't buy shit and live in fucking poverty most of the time. It's like, fuck you guys. That's so fucking cheap. And I hate the stupid sentiment lately. This has nothing to do with the writer's strike, but there was a post that was going viral on Twitter for stupid reasons because it was a dumbass take. And it's teachers don't get into teaching because, for the money. They get into it for the calling. And it's bro, it is a fucking job.
You get paid for the fucking work
you should get paid an adequate amount, which, spoiler, people aren't. And people are and they're all saying well, if writers are striking because they don't get paid enough. Look at me, I work in retail, I work in fucking fast food, I work in all this stuff, and I don't get paid that much. Yeah, you should probably strike too. Fuck that shit. If you're getting paid dog shit, then fucking, do something about it.
You know what I don't like?
What?
This is a little side tangent, but
No, go off.
No hate to blue collar work, dude, because we need that shit. We need fucking infrastructure.
We are blue collar workers.
We need fucking roads to be fixed. We need fucking buildings and shit, bro. We need shit to be fixed. That's where us men come in,
Or women if you're a boss ass bitch.
Yeah, facts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like when they glorify like, oh, I work like 100 hours, it's like my dog. You're glorifying the boss, dude. You're like slaving away.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah, dude. We're disposable to high people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's like they don't gotta worry about shit. It's like this like one. Sorry, hold on.
Glorifying the employer.
Yeah. I wasn't told that they're side tangent, but I also like this point. It was like it wasn't to do with the writer's strike, but like like this like chick who's like a little older than us, like in her 30s and stuff. Her mom was asking her to help her make advertising for her business, like the mom's business, which is like landscaping to like rich people. Like they do like China gardens and stuff like that. Like, excuse me, got burps. Imported stone and shit like that. So like expensive shit. The people she like does are like millionaires and shit like that. And like she's trying, and she can't get any good work. Like she says like, oh, young people don't want to work. So
okay.
So yeah, we're gonna do like she's like telling her daughter like we're gonna do all these advertisements. Like we can like put like we want young people on it so they know that this is a job for them. Like like bonuses like like let me get to that, like pizza party and shit like that, like foosball tables and like the thing. And then her daughter just simply asked like, Mom, you're a landscaping company, right? Like that's like that kind of work. What do you pay these people an hour? And she's like, well, I started them off at like $12 an hour. That is your problem, Mom. She's like, that is your problem. No fucking person is gonna work in landscaping for $12 an hour. She's like, well, I can't afford much more than that. It's like, well, Mom, you could, like, Mom, the people you work for are like millionaires. You can put on a $5,000 administration fee and they wouldn't even fucking notice. You can find a way to do the numbers.
Yeah, dude.
And then she just like goes back like, oh, you guys just don't get it. She's like, Mom, I am an administrative job. I answer phone calls, emails, like customer service. I get paid $20 an hour. And she's like, well, like that's good for you, I guess. But like, yeah, I was like, okay. And then like, there's a lot more to it. But like, the girl's like, all right, have fun getting stolen from and fucking not getting work, Mom, because you clearly can't just get with the times. Shit's gone up, bro. Inflation's gone up. You like. This is like the disconnect of the fucking like my dad kind of finally gets it now because he kind of realizes our generation's fucked.
Dude, gas is already bad at $4 fucking, dude. Fuck.
Yeah, like at the time you could get
$3.69. Goddamn.
Yeah, like you're like, oh, well, you could just go to college and like get a job and stuff and like save up for a house. Yeah, back then, not anymore. Fucking clearly.
College, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Fuck that shit.
I couldn't go to college because I was broke.
Yeah, exactly. See what the.
Trying to get money, dude.
Yeah, and then you get put in fucking debt for your whole fucking life.
Cause like college, you're like.
It's just more high school, bro.
You're putting that money into investing into yourself for like into this degree, whatever it is you're doing. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I wish like higher education was easier.
Yeah.
Easier attained.
Yeah, that's true, but it's not.
It's not.
And it's not going to be because fuck you. Yeah, that's the thing, man. Like this whole disconnect between the generations, bro. It's becoming absurd, man. Like, bro, like we cannot afford this shit. It's not gonna be sustainable for like longer. Shit has to change, bro. It's like I'm fighting my job for like a raise and shit like that, and it's like, bro, like everybody else is getting like paid $15 an hour, and we're still at like 13 something. Like the least you can do is like a cost of living wage, but we'll see on that. That's just so bullshit, bro. But like, yeah, back to like the writer's strike and stuff. Like they're not getting paid dog shit, and they're not getting residuals because like fucking streaming contracts are different now. So like, yeah, people are fucking pissed, and like
all the shit that was canceled too.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, what kind of content are you guys really giving us? Fucking nothing, because you guys keep taking shit off for like tax breaks and stuff, and you wonder like why people aren't subscribing anymore. And it's like, clearly it's because we need to change the name. It's like, fucking Jesus Christ. Yes. Nobody wants fucking reality TV shows. I mean, they do, but it ain't gonna be good long term and shit like that. Look at how fucking bad MTV is now, bro.
It's been bad.
It's been bad. Like, I want to be real quick. I have no hate to Rob Dyrdek.
Yeah, shout out Rob Dyrdek.
I actually really like that guy. That man got his fucking bag. Yeah, he played the fucking system to get that ridiculousness on like 24/7. I get that that's a pain, but like I don't blame him because that man played the game
right. That
Yeah.
dude's gonna be set for life. So I gotta like,
his kids are set.
yeah. Also, he's just a really chill ass, unproblematic dude from
R.I.P.
everything.
Big Black. It was his anniversary. I think earlier this week.
Yeah, and yeah, that made me.
Christopher Boykins.
Yeah, that made me happy that like they were able to squash that beef before he passed. Like that was good. But like fuck man, it still sucks that we lost him, bro. Sad. Oh, also total side. That's the name of the podcast. Total side tangents.
Again.
Yeah, but it was this week too. Shout out to you, Etika. It's his anniversary.
R.I.P.
Tears of the Kingdom, Zelda came out. It was like one of the last things we reacted to, and it came out on his fucking like birthday, bro. And like he would have loved that shit. And like there'll never be someone like Etika ever again, bro.
Mm-mm.
I hope you're resting easy, bro. We love you, man.
Yeah, just doing good.
Yeah, shout out to you, man. We'll never forget. Joy-Con boys forever. Anyway, yeah, the writer strike's going on. A lot of shit's going on. The signs are fucking hilarious. I think my favorite is ChatGPT doesn't have childhood trauma. It can't write shit. That shit was pretty good. But yeah, dude, it's like you can't do shit without writers. Writers have to do like a lot of shit, not just write, but they have to help with the director. They have to talk to like costume departments and shit like that to make sure it actually works out, special effects and stuff. It's like they're involved like top to bottom and they get treated like shit. It's like, how do you make that work? And for what? So the investors are like some fucking big shots that don't do shit and have like no creative bone in their body clearly because because Salazar wants to do like reality TV show. That shows you how much fucking creativity that fucker has in his goddamn body.
Reality TV shows.
That shit's trash, bro. That's why it grew so much in the fucking 2010s and shit, because of the original writer's strike in 2008, I think. It's just like, yeah, shit just got like bad. There's like,
I'm not gonna cap. I really like Jersey Shore.
yeah, that's just,
I liked it.
yeah. That, like, looking back on it, it's like, man, this shit was like popular for what reason?
We just like seeing
Trash people be trash.
Italian Americans from New Jersey party. Yeah, that's pretty much all it was.
Yeah, I'm like, no hate if you
I'm
if
from
you like
Jersey.
if you watch reality TV show, no hate on you. You watch whatever you want to watch. It's your fucking life and shit like that, you know. But like, man, why the fuck do the rest of us have to go down with it? I don't want to have to watch that shit. It's like there's a healthy balance and it's just not being met.
Right.
And it's like bullshit. So like, let's really like just stick it to these fuckers, because like I got some more fucking corporation shit I want to talk about. So support the writer's strike. Fuck you, big like corporations. Like fuck you, WB. Fuck you, Disney. Fuck you, HBO, and all that shit. Yeah, just and Netflix. Fuck you, Netflix. Treat your fucking employees and writers better. And let's just like back. We're going on to video games, but this is still the same corporation. So let's talk.
Our boy Elon Musk.
Fuck him. I'm not gonna talk about that shit. I have like no energy to talk about that shit. Fuck him. He's destroying Twitter. He's putting a new CEO in charge that's gonna be a woman.
Ooh, change. I like it.
No. Dude, people are already theorizing that it's just gonna be a fucking trans joke and it's gonna be him in a fucking wig and shit.
Really?
That's what people are theorizing, but we're gonna have to
That's
wait
kinda-
6 weeks.
That's
It's like
strange.
it's pretty. That's this whole fucking thing, bro. Anybody who dicks rides Elon Musk, you have no respect for me. Get out of my face. That's all I gotta say on that. Fuck him. I don't care. But yeah, stop dick riding corporations. That's on the board too, but like it can apply to this next point. I can just put those points together. But let's talk about gaming real quick. And how gamers just don't have.
That's me.
Yeah, you're a gamer.
Yeah.
I'm a gamer too. But there's a thing that we, not us as gamers, but like,
The gaming community.
yes, there's a common trend, and it's starting to really piss me off, where we can get served trash, like broken ass shit,
Yeah.
and there will constantly be people defending that shit. What happened to games just coming out and being fucking functional day one?
Yeah.
Why are we always like, well, wait for like the patches and shit?
I hate.
Why?
Why can't they just?
Why can't they just delay the game when it's fucking good? Let's talk about Jedi Survivor. the new Star Wars game that came out. It's a sequel to what was it? It was like Fallen Order. There we go. It's like Star Wars Fallen Order. It was made by Respawn, the Apex Legends guys, and
It's not
the
good.
no. I'll get to that. I'll get to that.
Cause
All
I
right.
just seen like people who I like. They're like, oh yeah, this game's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe because they're like just like common fans.
Yeah, no, that's
of
like
the
that's fine.
series.
Like we'll get to
Okay.
that. I'll get to that in a second. I'll explain the situation. But I haven't talked to you about this lately. I was saving this for the podcast. But so Jedi Survivor is like the sequel to Fallen Order, which is like a new action adventure game from like Respawn, which are the guys who did Apex and the guys who did Titanfall.
And he loves Apex.
Good for you, Andy. I'm happy for you. I am. I'm so happy for you. I'm happy you're happy. Anyway, but yeah, so Jedi Survivor came out, and its PC port is one of the worst PC ports ever fucking made
Wow.
because, and like literally
Oh,
everybody has problems with it.
PC's peak gaming.
Not really when they can't get the fucking things to run right. That's been a common trend, bro, lately, is that PC ports keep getting worse.
Really?
Yes, they do not function right. They have like constant bugs. Like everybody's PC is gonna be different, but like even like high end PCs have trouble running this fucking game.
Damn.
And it's like, why? Why do you guys do this? Because you clearly like I hate the this. I want to bang my fist on the table about this one, but I'm not gonna fucking break anything. But just imagine I did that because I'm so sick of the goddamn corporate speak that comes out after every goddamn game that like comes with a shitty launch, and they go, these were
Sorry.
yeah, that, but like these were unforeseen circumstances. Shut the fuck up. Either you guys didn't play test this, which is bad, or you guys clearly know that this is a problem and just decide we'll just screw around with it with like patches and shit like that. It happened with Cyberpunk,
Oof.
which still hasn't been like fixed completely.
Yes,
Still needs to have that whole overvamp of like the melee system. Where the fuck is that? And it's like
Cyberpunk was so hyped,
my
dude.
god
It
damn.
was so hyped, bro.
At least the anime was good, from what
Yeah.
I heard. We still haven't watched it yet. Eventually,
Shout out to the anime. We'll get to you.
we'll get to you.
whenever
Shout out to
that
having
happens.
like David.
Yeah, shout out David. Mexican representation. I
Yeah.
love it.
So yeah, good shit. But like, yeah, and then like so the PC port's bad.
Unforeseen circumstance.
It's like stop with that fucking thing because like either you don't play test it, which is bad enough, or like you guys clearly do know what's going on. You guys have to know, or else you're not.
This rhetoric ain't.
Yeah, this ain't cutting it, son.
Nope.
And like the same thing with so like Jedi Survivor is a fucking mess. Even on like consoles, it's kind of having a hard time running and shit because like even on like PS5, I haven't played the game. I'm gonna be fully straight. I don't. It looks good. It looks. I'm kind of burnt out on like Star Wars and Marvel shit. Honestly, like I could give
Yeah.
less of a fuck. But I know our buddy Kyle, you're like that warrior for like Star Wars and Marvel. Shout out to you, bro. It's what you like, but you deserve better.
Yeah.
Just because I'm not gonna play something doesn't mean I want it to not be good.
For anybody who wants to.
Shit, if I bought a game for like, oh yeah, here's the other thing. That'll be 10 more bucks, please, for a shitty goddamn launch. $70 games, bro. There's been a new
Wow.
study that came out that says that the price increase in games has not led to higher sales. In fact, it's led to decreased sales.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, I wonder why. Maybe because we don't want to pay for fucking shit that doesn't work on day one. It's like if you're gonna release the game, release it in a state where it's at least functioning. Yeah, I'm not gonna say there's not gonna be any bugs. That's just like, games are big. There's gonna be shit that you don't see. But like, there comes a point where it's like this is either like fucked up. This is fucked up shit. Like, I was thinking about this analogy forever. I was trying to think of like a perfect analogy for this. But imagine, Arturo, that you buy a refrigerator. It's a really high-end refrigerator. It's a lot of money, and it comes with stuff like an ice maker. And then you get the refrigerator, and there's a place where the ice maker should be, but there's no ice maker. Weird. And then it also just shuts off occasionally from time to time for no reason.
That would make me upset.
And then you call the people and say, hey, what the fuck is up with this refrigerator? I paid like a fucking $1,000 for it. Probably more. I don't know how much fucking refrigerators
Appliances
cost.
are expensive.
Yeah, that's the other thing. But whatever. So like, yeah, they're like, well, you see, we're gonna have a because like the refrigerator is connected to Wi-Fi because refrigerators have to be connected to Wi-Fi now for some stupid fucking reason. Not ours at least, but like most high end refrigerators have to be connected to Wi-Fi. So we're gonna release a patch, maybe like 3 or 4 weeks down the line to fix that turning off issue. Okay, fuck that. But also, why is there no ice maker when I bought it? Yeah, well, we did have the ice maker, but that's gonna be like released probably 6 months to a year down the line. You know, we're tired. We're gonna work on it later. And it's like, well, don't advertise something that's not in the fucking thing. It was not gonna be there day one. I'm not waiting 6 months for you guys to come down and put it in. What the fuck? Like, that's stupid. And it's the same for games. Like content that should be in there is just taken out for like season pass shit, or just like will be added down the line. Just put it in at the start. I get it. Like, again, it all comes back to the fucking shareholders and shit like that. Where it's like they need the game to be released now for our quarterly budget.
We
Like,
need it now.
yeah, we need the profits now, and they just do not give a shit about like the reception, because it's just gonna end up with people not saying how good the game is, because from what people can get it to run and actually get it functioning, Jedi Survivor is pretty good. People really like it, but people aren't talking about that. People are talking about how it doesn't fucking work, and that's gonna be the legacy for it at the long term. A game that came out was good but was marred by technical issues. And it's gonna be come back on that team, and I feel bad for Respawn, because like I know they are capable of making really good games. They made Titanfall. I'm never gonna not let that go, bro.
Yeah.
Andy, I'm glad you like Apex. It's not the same, bro. They were gonna. We talked about it in another podcast where they were gonna do a Titanfall event, and then they just said fuck you, but fuck you, EA, pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Release fucking Titanfall 2 the same fucking month Battlefield comes out. Great. No, that's not gonna totally eat up sales. They put their own two games against each other, bro. I'm fucking so pissed about that. Whatever. But the other game that came out with technical issues was a game called Redfall, which is done by.
Not in my galaxy.
Yeah, you saw that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's because of the Star Wars shit. But like Redfall came after, and so here's the thing about Redfall. So Xbox ain't having a good time right now because
Talking about what?
we're talking about Xbox. This was an
What did you see before that?
Redfall.
Redfall?
Yeah,
What's that?
it's another game that everybody.
Is that the robot girls?
No, you're thinking of Atomic Heart.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I guess that game was okay.
Okay. Sorry.
I don't get the. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't get the fucking appeal of those two. The faces, the no faces, kind of creep me out. I get it. Like, hey man, I like robots, like fucking 2B and like Nier Automata, the androids from fucking Dragon Ball. Like, you can make them hot. I just don't like the no phases shit. Whatever. That's not. We're not getting into kinks right now. You do you. I'm heated. I need to cool off with water. But like Redfall is a game that came out by Arcane Studios, which is under Bethesda.
We don't like Bethesda.
I don't like Bethesda because that's
They're
the only company.
harassers of women.
No, that's Blizzard. The fact that you got those confused is kind of
Oh,
funny.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, fuck Blizzard too, but like whatever. No, the problem with Bethesda
Sorry,
is that
Bethesda.
you're fine. They still got their own. They're not that bad from what I've seen. There's hasn't been anything about that, at least that I've known. If you do know something, send me some shit because I would love to read it. But Bethesda, my biggest problem with them is that they're also a studio that says, fuck it, release it, we'll fix it later. Like with Fallout 76.
Jeez,
That's
fucking hot pile of fucking burning garbage.
Yeah, it's in a playable state now with like enough community, but like, why couldn't it be like that at launch? Again, why can't it just be like this from the start? Why can't it just be good from the start? Like, yeah, Redfall, it was basically made by Arcane Studios, who made a bunch of other games like Dishonored and stuff, which were good games. Redfall is not a good game. From whatever, again, I haven't played it. I'm not gonna like cap. I don't know shit. From people I trust, yeah, nobody says this game's good because it's just not what people wanted. It's not what like really Arcane was like made to do and stuff like that. It's another like looter shooter kind of shit. Again, it's $70. It runs at 30 frames per second, which is like
That's low.
yeah, like 60 is like the fucking thing that we all strive for, bro. 60 frames a second. Why is it that on Xbox Series X,
The brand new Xbox.
the brand new Xbox, why are we still capped at 30 frames per second on consoles? That's so fucking bullshit, bro.
Really?
Yes, that's so bullshit. And it's like you come out with like that, and you wonder like why people complain. And it's like games should be fucking functioning. Games should be like good now. Like why are we still stuck in the fucking past? Why are we releasing games that clearly are not up to snuff? And I'm not. There's been a lot of hate on the developers, and I feel like good like criticism is okay. You know, you have to take it on the cheek because like Xbox and the Bethesda and Arcane fucked up because they did internal reviews, but that's a stupid idea because you're not gonna tell your bosses, yeah, this shit's fucked, bro. That's such a stupid idea. Why would you think that would be okay?
Dumbasses.
Yeah, and it's like this is what's supposed to be an Xbox exclusive, and they need that shit, bro. Because Halo, it's barely getting on its feet now. It's still not there. There's really not. Like, I don't even have an Xbox Series X, bro. I see it all the time, or the S version. I see it all the.
He does.
Yeah, I see it. Does he play it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad he plays it. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
He plays Apex on it and Fortnite.
Good for him. But like that's the thing, bro. I don't even have it, bro, because like I have no interest in it. There's nothing on it that I really want. Like there's Game Pass. Game Pass is like the greatest thing Xbox is doing, but like that's also on PC, bro. So it's not really an Xbox exclusive thing. So it's like, well, fuck. What is the point of having a fucking Xbox? And even Phil Spencer, the head of Xbox and stuff, you know, at Microsoft.
He is the owner of the Los Angeles Clippers.
Phil Spencer?
Yeah.
Really?
I hate the Clippers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's cool.
Yeah.
Fun fact I didn't learn, but whatever. Anyway.
Yeah, he took it from that fucking bitch ass racist.
Oh, shout out to you, Phil Spencer. Here's the thing. Phil Spencer is a good boss for Xbox. He really does care about the community, and he took the failure of Redfall on the cheek, like it was like an interview or something like that, where he's like, yeah, it did not come up to snuff. We really wanted we folded, you know, for lack of a better word. You can find the whole interview online, but like, I really disagree with his statement of, you know, like exclusives won't sell people on Xbox, and it's like,
what? That's like the whole fucking premise, dude.
what fucking sold people?
What are you talking about?
I love your reaction to that because that was my thing. Because like it's like, bro, Halo sold so many original Xboxes. Halo 3 sold so many fucking Xbox 360s, bro. What are you talking about? Strong exclusive. Like, look at Nintendo, bro. Nintendo has some fucking third-party shit. They run like ass sometimes, but people don't go to fucking Nintendo for third-party shit. They go because they have strong, exclusive, first-party shit.
All the motherfucking Mario games, dude.
Mario, Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom came out. I haven't played it yet.
I've already heard great things about it.
You saw the thing I sent on Twitter earlier, right? Of like the big fucking stick man with the big flaming dick.
That fucking hilarious, dude.
See, that's the kind of shit you can do in that game.
You can build stuff? That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty lit. Like I said, I have other games I'm looking out for, like Final Fantasy 16 next month and Street Fighter 6, which we're gonna talk about here in a second, because I'm getting for the bad shit first before I get to the good shit, because I got a lot of good shit to say about Street Fighter 6.
I have some good things to chime in about it.
I know exactly what kind of things you want, and I'm willing to let you go. But yeah, and like, Phil, that was a dumb take, man. Of course exclusives are gonna help, man. Because why wouldn't I get one if there was like something on there I want to play? Yeah. But I do appreciate him for like being honest. You know, like admitting fault, like, you know, like that. I think he has genuinely a pretty good boss at Xbox. He's way better than the guys that were there in the start of the Xbox One phase where those fucking idiots didn't even know what the hell they were talking about. But yeah, it's like definitely bad, and I hate that people are so willing to just accept trash. Defending, like, you know, defend the big corporations. Like I said, can you all stop dick riding corporations, please? They do not give a shit about you at the end of the day. The only way we're gonna get better shit is if we vote with our wallet. That too.
Talk hella shit.
Yeah.
In their faces, like, this is a dog shit game. You guys fucked up. What the fuck were you thinking, you stupid idiot?
Okay, that's a little much.
Okay.
I'm like I said about
sorry,
like.
I was going half.
Okay, yeah, you're fine, but like.
Cyberbullying, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
They gotta know they folded.
Like I said, good criticism is warranted, but like if you're harassing devs, fuck you. You're a piece of shit. Like that's just like that's some bullshit. Don't do that. Like, because they don't deserve that shit.
No, not the devs.
I bet they feel the big corporations, like the heads up, yeah.
Yeah, harass them.
But like,
Not the devs.
I do feel bad because like the devs probably didn't want to release a bad game either. Nobody wants to release a bad game, I would think. But like some shit happens, and I hate when they get put on like get pushed under the bus. Like they fucked up, and it's like, man, fuck that shit. Because we all know like higher ups probably said make this way when they wanted to make it something else. And you're okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And like
Choked on my water, guys. Sorry.
yeah, I did that yesterday. Yeah, it's just like stop defending bad shit, bro. It's getting annoying, man. Because like why would you support something that's just bad, man? Like, don't you want good shit? You should have more respect for yourselves, more respect for your money, bro. Shit is expensive now. Like games are $70 and shit. People don't have the fucking luxury to buy a lot of shit now. So when they do get a game and the fact that it fucking sucks and it's $70 is fucking bullshit. You should get a quality experience for that kind of money. Or you can support indie games too. Like support some games held by studios. I was talking to our boy Damian the other day. Shout out to you, man.
Shout out to Damian.
He got Tears of the Kingdom, and he also got a game called Blasphemous, which is an indie game that looks really fun that I might check out. I told him about a game called Fear and Hunger. Look up, if anybody's interested in that game, look up some videos because that shit's pretty fucking graphic.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. I'm not going to go into it, but it looks like a good game. It's inspired by Berserk. That should tell you everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, stop dick riding corporations. Have more respect for yourselves. Have more respect for your wallet. Vote with your wallet. That, at the end of the day, is what's going to tell people this shit ain't going to work. This shit ain't going to fly anymore. Don't buy the shit. Look out for reviews and stuff. Like pre-ordering shit. Like, people say don't pre-order and shit. I agree with that to an extent. If you... Yeah, I would say don't pre-order shit, really. I do too at times, but only if it's like games that I know proven themselves to look good, to be competent and shit like that. Which, you can't tell until it's like released. But you can at least look at the pedigree of like the people making it. Like, I know I'm going to get Final Fantasy 16 on day of because it's fucking Yoshi P working on it, and Yoshi P makes fucking gold. He's the only one keeping Square Enix from fucking destroying itself. So shout out to you, man. I can't wait for that shit next month. And then Street Fighter 6, I'm going to be pre-ordering that because it's like those guys who came in after the other guy who was the head of Capcom's fighting division left, they came in and they said, we hear you, we understand your complaints, here's everything we fucked up on, and we did it right this time. We promise. And, I'll get into that. Fuck big corporations, stop dick riding for God's sakes. Street Fighter 6, presented by Wheezy.
You spelled Wheezy wrong.
I know I did. I knew it.
It's 2 E's.
It is?
Yeah.
No way.
No way.
Okay. I'm sorry, Wheezy.
You're good.
Lil Wayne. He was paid to say 6 lines of dialogue, bro. My man got his bag and got out. I'm sure he plays Street Fighter though.
Yeah.
He seems like the kind of guy who'd be a gamer and shit like that. But yeah, dude, Street Fighter 6 looks fucking lit, bro. It's coming out June 2nd. It's so good, man. It's so good to have a game that has so much personality into it.
That's when I get my haircut.
So much. Oh, really? That's cool. So much fucking content and shit like that. Because the problem with Street Fighter 5 was at launch it had nothing. Just basic fighting, basic online. Not great online too, because no rollback netcode at the start. Shout out to them. They're doing rollback netcode at the start with this game. Finally, thank God, Capcom. Like I said, they're listening. And now there's for single player content, there's a whole ass. Like I said, excuse me. I said Final Fantasy 16 was a game specifically built for me. Where it's back to fantasy setting, morally gray protagonist, Devil May Cry level of combat, fucking lit. Street Fighter 6 story mode is basically, what if we just made a Yakuza game, but Street Fighter fighting mechanics? Instead of the actual Yakuza fighting mechanics, because you can go over all these small open worlds Metro City, another country called Nishal, I think is what it's called, from what I read in the comics and shit like that. I'll get to that too in a second, because I got some shit to say about that. But it's just super expensive. You can make your own character, and you can make it a fucking freak. Or whatever the fuck you want. Arturo, would you like to explain what sold you on Street Fighter 6?
Oh, I'm getting Street Fighter 6 because I can make Ice Spice. Literally, perfectly. I saw the video on Twitter. So
What have you motherfuckers done?
greatness.
I know.
So yeah.
You can get it. It's on it for some. I shouldn't say for some reason, but they were smart to release it on PS4 and PS5, along with Xbox One and Xbox Series X. So you can get it from this current generation. So shout out to them for doing that. That is pretty smart. The online looks cool. You you can take your Cronenbergs online and have them fight each other, which is like, yes, that's such a good idea. I was kind of worried they weren't going to do that because, like, how do you get around balancing? But they clearly just threw up their hands and said, fuck it. It's just for fun. This is just a goofy ass mode. Do whatever you want. It's yours. And then you can actually fight other, like, actual characters on the roster online with good netcode. There's going to be an open. Oh, excuse me. There's going to be an open beta test here in a couple weeks, which, I can't get into the other beta tests because they were closed. Because, like, you can only get it if you're, like, an influencer or if you ask really nicely.
Why didn't you ask really nice?
I did. They didn't think I was important enough,
Damn.
which is fair, but like whatever. But now it's an open beta, so people can actually. They're most likely doing this to stress test right before launch, to make sure this shit runs fine. But like an influx of players at like the first week will be a thing, but like after a while, it'll like players who like peter out. Not like it's gonna like lose every player and shit like that, but like clearly some who come at launch aren't gonna be there for like a month down the line usually.
Right.
Unless you're popping in. Well, I'm gonna be playing the fuck out of this game and shit. But it's cool that they give you other options, like the single player shit. Like there's an actual expansive story mode where your character is like part of the next generation of Street Fighter and shit, and that's such a great idea. And like I said, it's super extensive. You can make basically whatever the fuck you kind of want. It's just like a Saints Row fucking character creator. And as much as I didn't care for the recent game, they still had good character creators and shit like that. That's like the best part about those games. That's what I love about games like that. I love making weird shit, or I like making myself in games and shit like that as close as I can. Excuse me, but yeah, dude, Street Fighter 6 just looks lit. They're launching with arcade mode. Believe it or not, Street Fighter 5 did not launch with any arcade mode, dude. That's like basic fighting game 101. What the fuck were you thinking? But then they like went ham on the arcade mode in 5, so cool. But like, what the fuck? Why wasn't it there at launch? Like I said, complain, criticize. That is how they will get better. They literally took it on the cheek and said, "We will make." Because this game had a fucking weird development, bro. I am honestly shocked that there's this much content in this game because Street Fighter 5 had a rocky fucking development, and then they were doing Street Fighter 6. The dude who was heading Capcom fighting game division pretty much left, kind of on shaky terms and shit like that. I'm pretty hot and cold how I feel about the guy Yoshinori Ono, because he did bring back the fighting game genre with Street Fighter 4. He came back. That was a good ass fucking game, but he also made a lot of mistakes. He also fought really hard to get Darkstalkers back, so I respect him for that. It didn't work because fuck you, KJ Inafune, you fucking asshole. I'm glad you're not the father of Mega Man. You didn't fucking do that much shit on it. He fucking took credit for it, bro, and it wasn't all him. So, fuck you for that. And
Shut up, Mega Man.
Mega Man! The super fighting robot!
What am I fighting for?
That's Zero, but yeah.
Still
Mega Man's great.
same concept.
So shout out to Capcom for the re-release game, bro. Like that's the other thing they're kings at right now is like re-releasing their fucking games. Because the other thing about the online mode is that while you're waiting for a match or tarot, there's arcade cabinets with classic fucking Capcom arcade machines, like old Street Fighter games, old beat 'em ups, old like other shit that are like rotating and shit. So they'll be different every week and stuff. So you can literally get a fucking suite of playable old Capcom games. That's such a fucking good deal and shit like that. And the character roster looks really great. It's 18 characters at launch, which is 2 more than 5 had, which is fine. It's fine. I feel like my biggest problem with the roster, and it's not something that turns me off, but Capcom, you all motherfuckers need to let go of Street Fighter 2. I get it. It was like the biggest game. It's what put you guys on, well, not put them on the map, but put Street Fighter on the map. I feel like some characters don't need to return right away, bro. Like E Honda, the sumo guy, Dalsim, maybe Blanca. I'm going to be honest. It's just like, like here's the thing. What they did with their designs and all that shit, it looks great. They put age to the characters, bro. There's like Ryu is finally out of his struggle gi and wearing the fucking master robe and shit like that, reminiscent of his master Goken. I love that. I fucking love that detail. Dirty Ken is back. Dirty Ken. Oh, Ken, bro.
Going through it.
He fucking got into cryptocurrency. It's official from the comics, bro. What were you thinking, Ken?
That shit fucking tanked.
I know. Yeah, he fucked up. He's not a great businessman. An amazing fighter. Terrible businessman. But I'll main you, Ken. You're going to be one of my 3 mains at the start because, goddamn, I need to get you. You need to get some love, bro. But like my other mains are going to be the ballet dancer Manon because, goddamn, those fucking. I'm not usually into grapplers. But hers are like so elegant. It's so fucking cool to watch. And then my other one's gonna be Jamie, who's like a breakdancing guy who gets like drunk fighting and shit like that. It's like that episode of like Naruto where Rock Lee got really drunk, which is probably one of the only good episodes from that whole series.
Drunken style.
Yeah, and like he's like they say in the story mode, we got to see like a little bit of like his trailer where he's giving you the drink and stuff like that, you know, because you're going to be a student. You can learn from any Street Fighter character and get their moves and shit like that. So if you want Chun-Li's moves, you just go up there and make her your master and shit like that. And I think you can mix and match, but how extensive it's going to be, we'll have to see. But Jamie, he gives you like the fucking drink and you're like, and he's like, relax, it's not booze, it's just a family herbal drink. Jamie, your family fucking lied to you, bro. That shit is booze.
Moonshine.
That's fucking, well, probably whatever the Japanese or Chinese version of moonshine is, but Jamie looks fucking cool. I love his style. It's great. That's the thing, bro. Even characters are so much better, bro. Like, the age for the old cast, even though I don't think all of them need to return, what they did with them makes them so much interesting. Like, Guile's, like, mature. He's got the fucking goatee and shit like that. Chun-Li looks elegant. Who would have thought putting pants on Cammy would actually make her, like, way more attractive? I really like that redesign and shit like that. The best redesign of the old characters, though, I have to give it to DJ, bro. DJ went from being like the cool music artist to like reggae, the fucking fro and shit like that, the fucking like shirt with the leaves on it, which were probably different leaves, but you know, you have to sell this game to kids and shit like that. Like, it's just like it's such a good redesign, bro, because it's got so much more personality to it and shit. I gotta tell you a little thing because I was looking at some Street Fighter fun facts because I'm in the mood now because I'm hyped for this game. DJ had like every character go through his design process. DJ came in 2000 or not 2000, but like DJ came in like Street Fighter 2 or like Super Street Fighter 2, like one of the updated versions. And apparently his original design, and remember this is made by Japanese people, Arturo. His original design, from what people say or what Capcom was willing to admit, was pretty racist.
Yikes.
Like I think one guy said it's too racist to be viewed by human eyes.
Damn.
Which is not what he looks like now. I want to stress that enough. That was 90s. They didn't know any better. It's fucking locked in the goddamn vault forever, bro. Not coming out. But yeah, they fucked up on that. But now, like, DJ's original design was fine. This redesign is so fucking fire, bro. It makes me actually want to play DJ because he's a fucking charge character and my simple brain can't do that. I just figured out how to master Shoryukens and Hadoukens. I don't know charge shit. But that's the other thing, bro. The cool thing about this game is that there's going to be 3 different control styles. There's going to be Classic, which is basically just regular Street Fighter. Then there's going to be Modern, which is more like Smash in regards. Think about it like this. So you have I'm going to use PlayStation controller for like example. Like imagine you have square, X, and circle. That's your light, medium, and heavy. Triangle is your special move. So you know how like you use in Smash where like you hold a direction for like the B button and it'll do a different special move? Mm-hmm. Same concept with that. So let's say you have Ryu. Like, you know, regular like triangle is just Hadouken. Forward triangle, Shoryuken. Back triangle is the fucking spinning kick. I'm not going to even try to say that name. It's long. And then, like, there's a bunch of other ones and stuff like that. But it's basically, like, a more simplified control scheme. But I tested it out on the demo, which they released after that presentation, and it's good, bro. It's so fucking intuitive. It doesn't feel like you're really playing on easy mode, but like that shit will make me want to play characters like charge characters that I really have trouble pulling off their special moves because I can at least do them now. So that's really smart and shit. There's the third control style, which is dynamic, and I'm gonna be totally honest, I don't like it. It's literally just press buttons and it'll just come up with shit that comes out. Like it'll just do random special moves. It'll just do random like combos and shit like that. I really don't like it. It doesn't feel intuitive. It doesn't feel like fun to use either. That's just me. I would much rather use dynamic or like classic. But dynamic's so good for like people who just getting into Street Fighter and stuff. Like that's so smart. And the story mode even teaches you how to play the game in like subtle ways. So again, they really know what they're doing with this game, and I can't wait for it to come out. I'll give you all my full thoughts when it does because I'm gonna be playing this shit all weekend. Um, but yeah, that shit is good. Street Fighter's back. I'm happy for it. Goddamn! Shout out to you, Wheezy, for getting your bag and. Like, I love that meme where it's like pro fighting game players coming to destroy little kids in Street Fighter 6 who bought the game because Wheezy told them to.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to that, bro. Oh, okay. So I guess we'll end this off with the anime and manga section as always. I'll let you say your shit. You're in the 700s of One Piece. How you feeling?
Dope.
You're in Whole Cake Island right now, bro.
Yeah, that's probably like my favorite arc. I remember reading it, dude. I think it was like when I was reading it, I think it was like because I would take like two of the 3 volumes of One Piece that Clay has, and then like I finished the first one, and then I was reading the second one, and then I finished that second one like that same day.
Nice.
I sat down and read for like 3 hours.
Nice.
Like I was like I couldn't put it down, dude. But it's fucking dope, man. Seeing the fights has been so fucking cool. Love the crew.
We're coming to get you, Sanji, even though you're a head ass.
We're coming to save you, Sanji.
But has the fight happened yet? Damn. So yeah.
It's coming.
It's coming, and it's gonna be sad again, even though you already saw it before.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Are the moments like heightened for you with the animation and sound and voice acting?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty great. It's just there's some like I say like I love reading. I would say read One Piece, and if you want to watch the whole series, you're a fucking based.
I am.
If you want to watch like specific episodes like at certain moments, that's also a fine way to do it. But like some moments are just really heightened in the anime. Like Bink Sake is like that's like an anime only thing you gotta watch. Like even if you're just reading it, like seeing it in anime is just so fucking good. It'll make you love Brook as a character, even though he's a pervy old man skeleton. But we love you, Brook. We love everybody in the crew. If you don't like at least like everybody in the Straw Hat crew, I don't think you're a real One Piece fan. That's just a hot take. You can have your favorites, obviously. I have my favorites, but you gotta at least like them all.
They're all dope.
They're all dope. Manga's fucking crazy. We're not gonna even get into that, but like, shout out to fucking everything going off.
One Piece is fucking crazy right now.
Yeah, dude, this next chapter is gonna be fucking lit tomorrow. Yeah, same with My Hero and shit.
Ooh, My Hero's been crazy too.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I guess the finale is gonna be around August and shit, which is like my birthday.
Damn.
So shout out to that. Hope it lands. Hope it sticks to landing. It's had some trouble and shit. Horikoshi, I hope your health is doing okay. He's been struggling a lot with all the breaks and shit like that that's been happening. Don't push yourself too. I know you're probably like not listening to this, but like if my voice can reach somewhere, like I appreciate your series. I know it's had some stumbles here and there, but
your fans suck.
Your fans fucking suck. Every fucking like every anime fandom kind of sucks after a while. But like you have to weed out the bad from the good. At the end of the day, it's okay to criticize, but there comes a point where it's just being fucking obnoxious.
Mm-hmm.
And I have my criticisms too, which I will probably talk about whenever the series ends and shit like that. But overall, I like it. I wouldn't collect the fucking like manga if I didn't and stuff because I really do like his art style. seeing like original My Hero with like what it is now, it's like such growth and shit like that. I got to give him a shout out for that. I will always, support him for that. But yeah. Um Speaking of manga, I finished Pluto by Naoki Urasawa, which is the reimagining of Astro Boy. And I'm not gonna get too much into it because the anime is coming out either this year or next year, and I'm definitely gonna show you that shit so you can experience it and we can talk more about that and our thoughts. But for my own thoughts, it's an excellent series. If you want to get into Naoki Urasawa's works, I recommend Pluto because it's like only 8 volumes long, so it's not like his other series are like super fucking long too. So that's the other thing. It's like commitment. But like if you want a taste of what he's capable of, get Pluto. It's 8 volumes long. It's Astro Boy, so it's familiar, but it's what I call the perfect example of a good, I wouldn't say like dark reimagining, but a more adult reimagining of like a kid's concept. Because we've seen how that shit fails, bro.
Yeah.
Like we have to put tits and swears in it for people to think it's like adult, and it's like no. What you need to do is actually be good and like actually talk about like adult themes and shit.
Yeah.
Reading that with all the AI discussions that are happening right now, which we're not going to get into, we've already talked about that shit before.
Yeah.
It still sucks. It's super interesting because like it does talk about a lot about like how far AI sentience should go.
Terminator.
Yeah, but like more
I've
like
seen Terminator.
yeah, but more like robots having emotions, like what they're capable of, like what hatred is capable of and stuff. Because like one,
Can robots have emotions, Clay?
well, that's what this story kind of talks about and shit like that.
Mm.
Because you don't think so. Like they have to be kind of neutral and shit. But like there are shown like they of AIs have evolved so much that yeah, you can feel sadness, you can feel hatred, you can feel like happiness and shit like that. And it's about how you like kind of deal with that in the long run and shit like that. Like one of my one of my favorite anime, Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex, has like a great side plot about all this because like there's these little, they're not little, but like they're like tank robots. They're like spider things that like help them out on missions called tachikomas, and those things talk to each other. They're like they got cute little voices. It's pretty great. But they like talk to each other, and they start talking about like other shit, and they grow sentience. And the crew's response to it was not, okay, we got to destroy these things. It was, no, no, no. Let's talk to them. Let's see how they feel. Let's see what they think. Because this is like a totally new advancement and shit. So it's like that's, I really like that concept because it's so interesting. And that's what this series also kind of does. It's because like the main dude, Gesek, the detective robot, who's the whole premise. I'm not gonna get into it because I don't want to go into spoilers. But the premise is that Naoki Urasawa took this plot from the original Astro Boy series called Pluto, which is like an evil robot that's being made to destroy the 7 great robots of the world, which are like the most advanced, highly robotic, like highly like made robots and shit, like the best AIs, best parts and shit like that. And this thing Pluto is going around destroying them. In this series, it's treated like a fucking serial killer and shit like that. Like, why is he doing this? You know, like what is happening and shit like that. So Gesek, the detective robot's basically the main character, and Astro Boy's in it, but as Adam. That's it. Like he's not called Astro Boy. He's just called Atom. Not like ADAM, like the atom particle and shit like that. But like but every character is like recognizable and shit. Like you can see like what the characters looked like in the original cartoon series and like what they look like now, and it's like yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense for like a realistic version of these characters because 2 robots that are Brando and Hercules are like fighting robots, and they have like the big robots, but when they come out of them, they have humanoid bodies, which are not like humans. They're just like made to look human, so they can walk around and be with their families and shit like that. Because like Brando has like kids and shit like that.
Robots can have kids.
Kinda. There's like that's the other thing about robot rights. You can have robots can have kids, but they have to be robot kids. Although there's some special cases, like another robot called Epsilon. He adopted a bunch of children from the war that are like real children, so he takes care of them and shit because he's a pacifist robot. They call him the draft dodging robot because he didn't want to take part in the war. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Can still fucking talk shit to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
Yeah, but I showed you the page where it was like the robot Ku Klux Klan.
Oh god.
That's the other part of the fucking thing where it's like robot hate groups and shit like that. Like no, they need to be our slaves. Fuck their rights and shit like that. So a bunch of interesting like relations on that. And Naoki Urasawa does a really good job. I feel like so like I finished it last night, so it's still pretty fresh. I think Naoki. I haven't read. I've read for people who know his work. I've read 20th Century Boys. I've read Pluto. I have Monster. I haven't read it yet, but I'll let you guys know when I do. I think Naoki Urasawa's biggest weakness when it comes to writing is his endings because they're not bad by any means. I don't think he has bad endings. I think he has I wouldn't say lackluster, but like endings that feel like
Hmm.
how do I let me explain it like this. His greatest weakness, the fucking endings, comes from his greatest strength. This man goes hard. He opens up so many threads, so many plots and stuff like that. But when it comes to
Closing it out.
like closing out, like tying those threads, he does struggle a little bit because there was some plot points that I'm like, wait, what about that? And I looked online, for discussions and stuff like that, and I got some clarifications, but a lot of it is like just speculation because like that's fine too. Like 20th Century Boys is like one of my top 5 favorite manga now. I have a lot of problems with this ending though, not to the point where it ruins it, but it's to the point where it's like, I get what you were trying to do, like kind of make it like open and ambiguous of like what really was going on, like who was really like friend the whole like time, but it just ends up being really fucking confusing because there's the whole theory of like was there one friend or two friends all along? Don't worry about that. Forget I said that shit. Spoilers now. You'll just read 20th Century Boys. It's still fucking great for all the great moments. But yeah, he does kind of struggle. I think Monster, from what I've heard, has the best ending because it has that ambiguous ending, but like where it makes sense, where it's actually like intentional. But yeah, if you're interested, check out the manga, or you can check out the anime that's going to be out on Netflix. Fuck Netflix though. But if they're not being bitches by that point, check out that series. Check out. Well, the writer's strike doesn't apply to anime. Thankfully, we can watch that still.
Mm-hmm.
But if you ever choose to watch Pluto or read, I highly recommend. It's great. We'll probably talk about it more when the anime comes out. But yeah, that's all I want to say. I just want to give some quick thoughts before we get into the last one. But like, two other things I watched. I'm not done with it yet, but I've been watching Trigun Stampede, which is like the kind of reboot, kind of prequel to like the original Trigun. And Trigun is like one of the OG like seinen manga. Like you probably seen the dude, like the one with like the long blonde hair, like spiked up and shit, like the red coat. Just from like the zeitgeist of anime and shit like that. Um, I haven't watched the original series. I'm going to after Stampede, but a lot of people kind of like or were not sure about Stampede because of the 3D art style. Guys, guys, Berserk 2016 was bad. That's bad CGI. That's bad 3D. This is not bad 3D. It is fine. It looks good. It looks stylized. Give it a chance. It's fine. And like what they're doing with the story is pretty interesting. Like the whole like Vash is like the main character and stuff. He's a pacifist too. He does not he's like a gunslinger, but he doesn't aim to kill. He refuses to kill because that's what his like parental figure told him like to do. But his brother, Knives, is a little bitch and wants to kill all humans because he deems us like, fucking like bitches. There's like a lot more to it, but I'm basically paraphrasing. There's a lot to Knives' motivation and stuff like that. But they were basically like advanced humans. For people who know the story, I'm getting there. Like not in this episode, but like I know that you know what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to make it like digestible. But they were like advanced humans on like the spacecraft above what this planet is. Like Earth's long gone, but this planet has humans on it and stuff. And these were like Vash and Knives were basically like super advanced humans. But the fucking like facility in the spacecraft goes down. Like shit goes awry. It gets destroyed. Vash and Knives' parental figure basically saves them, but she passes like she gets destroyed too in the fucking blast. Like when the ship goes down and they get sent down to the planet. And Vash is like, no, like what the fuck happened? Like he's crying and shit like that. Knives is laughing maniacally because he's the one that did that.
Damn.
He killed everybody on that ship. And so like Vash is basically just trying like the whole plot, like years later, Vash is grown up, so is Knives. They're trying to stop like he's trying to stop his brother. That's about as far as I'm gonna get into. It's good. Check out fucking Stampede. Once I finish it, I'll have more thoughts on it. The other last one, I've only watched one episode of this. It's a new anime called Oshi no Ko. I'm not going to say much on it because I've only watched the first episode, but I'm hooked. I literally got the first volume of the manga, which is basically the first episode. Guys, it is the weird, like, if you're going to watch it, it is the weirdest premise at the start. But I promise you, stick with it because it is so fucking good. That's it. That's all I'm going to say on it. I'm going to have more to say on it when I actually finish it. I know it's like the trend with this episode too. That could be the episode title too. Like, I'll finish it later. But whatever. Just watch Oshi no Ko. It's fucking great. Anime's great. Good times. JoJo's. We have not read JoJo's in a while. I mean, we did, but it's been like a couple weeks since we began. Shit's fucked.
You gotta re-jog my memory.
I'm also trying to re-jog my memory.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Sorry about that, everybody. I had to take a quick bathroom break because I am filled with water. But also, JoJo's. So I had to look up some shit. It's been a while since we've read because we've been busy. You know, get off our ass. I'm sorry, that was mean. We love you guys. Pat. But yeah, some shit happened in JoJo's. We saw the end of the Wakapio fight. Oh, spoilers for part 7, by the way, from now on. This is the last part of the podcast. If you guys dip out because of this, shout out to you guys. Show this to your rabbi. Show this to your preacher, whatever the fuck else.
I don't have a bar this week, guys. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Like I said, we've been busy. We're tired. We're still doing this, though, because we love you guys. But yeah, JoJo's. The end of the Wakapio fight.
He's dope. He's on our side.
Yeah, he was helping Lucy Steele with her shit.
Yeah. And
fucking Magenta's being a fucking bitch-ass hater.
Yeah.
Why do you have to have the stand that's named 20th Century Boys? Fuck you. I love that song. So good. Not just the song, but also the manga, but mostly the song in this regard. Man, Araki be fucking pulling out the bangers. He has the greatest playlist of all time. But yeah, Wakapio joining our side. I don't think we saw the end of that fight yet. So we'll see how like him and Magenta deal with each other. But shout out to you, Wakapio. I love that we actually give a shit about a lot of the side characters. Not to say like, you know, you can't like side characters in JoJo, but they usually are just
the
villain of the week.
We're just trying to kill.
Yeah.
Get our way, dude.
Yeah, they have interesting powers. You know, the backstories in this one are so interesting. Like,
dude, they're like
our boy Ringo Rodigan, bro.
Damn, that one was tough.
That's such a good that's like the turning point of like part 7, where like, because everybody, for better or worse, everybody declares part 7 as like the magnum opus of Araki. Like, you can clearly like other parts more for whatever reason. Like, every part speaks to everybody. My personal favorite's still part 4.
Part 6, dude.
Yeah. But we see like where Araki's evolution has begun, and it's like that fight with Mandem and like Ringo, that's like the turning point where people realize, oh, I see now. I get why, because this is like the change in like the direction. This is like the change in like style. Because like, this is a total side tangent, again, part of the podcast. But I like, or like people talk about I'm sorry, let me rephrase this. I watched like a guy give his take on the whole like skipping parts aspect of the fandom.
Which you shouldn't do. You're
No.
a fucking douchebag, dumbass. How are you gonna get the full story if you skip parts?
Yeah.
That makes no fucking sense to me, and I hate that.
I know. Like, I look, here's my thing on it. At the end of the day, you watch however you want to watch, but like, one, you shouldn't, like, if you're gonna watch like part 4 because you like the art style, but you go back and watch the original parts, fine. But I disagree with that. But like, the point this guy made was why you should start from part 1 and go forward that way. You know, despite like you might want to get to part 5 because of the gangster setting, you might want to get part 4 because of that setting. You're not just experiencing like different parts and different styles of storytelling. You're experiencing Araki's growth as a writer. Because part 1 starts off simple, but like with that bizarre twist. Part 2 is basically a revamp. Like, this shows like we can revamp the whole plot. Like, Joseph is not Jonathan. He's a completely different character. And the fact he's so willing to replace characters every part is that like what part 2 meant to me. Like, it's like basically like it is like showing that we are not afraid, or Araki's not afraid to
change.
Part 3 is, all right, Haman is not going to be cutting it anymore.
We need fucking powers.
We need new powers. We need stands.
What a fucking great concept, man.
And it's basically just like an odyssey.
I never would have thought of that.
Yeah. Fighting ghosts.
Dead ass.
Yeah.
Named after songs.
Yeah. Or tarot cards in that regard. But still. People were named after songs at that point. Lest we forget fucking Vanilla Ice. Literally. Not even trying, bro. But yeah. Part 3. Part 4. Stands. They're here to stay. But a much more controlled narrative with the town of Morio. Like, it's just this weird murder mystery of this town. Part 5, escalating the stakes of the fights. Because that shit gets graphic, bro. These motherfuckers are out to kill.
Yeah.
But also showing, like, the growth of, like, to me, I think Part 5 has the best group dynamics. Because it literally is, like, these guys have known each other for years now. Like, don't get me wrong. The Stardust Crusaders, goats. Like, we're gonna go kill fucking Dio to
pussy ass bitch.
Yeah, to go to save Jotaro's mom. Like, the interactions with that are great. Like, and so is the Morio crew, like the Morio gang and stuff like that. Like, all the little side characters and shit they accrue after beating the shit out of them. You're my friend now. That kind of shit.
Yeah.
Part 5, I think, has like the best interactions because, like, the other thing about Part 5 is it's showing like how stands can work together.
Yeah.
Like, remember when like Jirino shot Mies or like helped Mies to shoot his bullets and he used golden experience to like fuck with them and like make them grow and shit like that. Like, that's so cool. Like, that's like one example, but like that's like the cool thing about Part 5. Part 6 is, all right, time to get really weird. Like, this is like the epitome of like, this is some weird shit. This is how far these powers can go. But I'm also writing myself into a corner where these characters are going to be doing things that I can't write them differently on. That was like Araki's main problem was I've gotten to the point where like I can't really make these characters do something they wouldn't do because like that wouldn't make sense for them and people will call me out for that. So we had to do the whole universal reset and shit. And like end it in such a grandiose way of the original saga of Part 1 through 6. So Part 7 is all of what he's learned up to this point to make a solid story. Like, again, I was telling you before we restarted, but the whole plot, the whole premise of Part 7, to me, is Johnny learning to walk again. Like, both figuratively and literally. Like, it is his journey of rebuilding himself from getting back from square one, from dragging himself out of the dregs and learning to not just walk in, like, his physical sense with his legs, but also learn to stand up and be his own person at the end of the day. And, like, stop worrying about the trauma from his past and shit like that. Same with Gyro. Like, he wants to walk forward. He wants to not be beholden of, like, his family legacy all the time. He wants to be able to walk his own path. And that's like what Part 1 is about to me. Like, walking your own path. Like, same with, like, every other... That's the premise with, like, every other side character. Every other side character is in this race for their own reasons. Even Diego, this version's Dio, has not noble means, but, like, you can see why he is the way he is. Like, the way his mom got fucked over, he wants to become the higher class to basically get back at what he got stolen from him, essentially.
Yeah. He just wants money.
Yeah. He
power.
wants, money, power, and status. Hot Pants. Out for, like, the Catholic Church. That's the other thing. We learn more about Hot Pants.
She's cool.
Yeah. She's a woman. It's pretty great. But, like, we learn more about how her ties to the Catholic Church and wanting to get they finally put it together that this saint's corpse is Jesus Christ. And we see Jesus as he tells Johnny to not waver.
Yeah.
Or if you are wavering, don't shoot. Like, okay, so we have to get to the other fight. The biggest fight of the arc we read, because we read 54 to 60, like chapters 54 to 60. This arc is called Civil War, which is basically a guy's stand Civil War, which is basically like, how should I explain this?
A haunting one.
Yeah, a haunting one. It basically makes like, so this dude fucked up during the Civil War. He was on the Confederate side, bitch ass loser. But he
was he? I thought he was for the North.
No, I think he was for the Confederates.
Okay, all right, good. Fuck him, anyways.
Yeah. But he basically like let a village get fucking raided and shit.
'Cause he got drunk.
Yeah.
And he fell asleep.
Yeah. So like the village got raided and fucking destroyed and everybody died. So his stand can basically call upon the spirits of all those dead people. But the way he can switch it on to someone else and pass that shit on to someone else so it affects them.
You have to kill dude.
So
feel
you
the
feel
grief,
guilt.
Feel the guilt. Yeah.
But it also brings the guilt from your past back. So
Yeah.
Johnny has to deal with Danny the mouse, his brother, his dad, like you know,
physically like haunting him.
yeah.
Like
They're not like the real people, but they're like the spiritual manifestations of Johnny's guilt.
Yeah.
And this whole arc is about how Johnny needs to fucking nut up.
Mm-hmm.
Or like kind of get over that shit. As he's trying to, but he also learned like the Jesus keeps floating behind him. I know that sounds weird out of context, but he keeps trying to shoot the dude, and Jesus is like, if you're wavering, don't shoot. So he's like, but I keep trying to shoot the guy, and every time Jesus tells me not to. Why the fuck? And then he realizes, oh, I'm wavering because I'm not shooting at the right thing. And he figures it out. So this is like, we've already had Tusk Act 2 for when he learns how to shoot from basically like the ground, like, or tracking bullets essentially.
Yeah.
Like tracking from the ground or tracking from the walls and shit like that. But we learn more about the golden the golden rotation, the golden rectangle and shit like that. So Johnny realizes, what if I'm the golden rectangle or the golden rotation? So he uses the nail bullet on himself. Like literally like shoots himself in the head with like his finger gun. Bam! And he disappears. Like part of his body just sinks into the floor. And the fucking zombies are basically like ripping him apart. Or like Gyro thinks that he's got ripped apart because Gyro's incapacitated.
Yeah.
But then his hand comes from like a different area and starts shooting. And it like his body rotates from where the fucking sinkhole took it and it's coming out. Like he basically can shoot from anywhere. He turned himself into the golden rotation.
That was fire.
And Tusk Act 3 is like a new form and shit. So yeah, like now the nail bullets can not only track, but they can basically be fired from anywhere. And the dude's trying to get away from the fight with the corpse, but Johnny's like grabbing on the corpse and it's breaking, which is like, bro, that's Jesus, man. What are you doing? Even Gyro's like, you can't break the corpse, Johnny. Like, we don't know what's gonna happen. But this. I was telling Arturo about this too, but to me, my favorite Joestar is Josuke from Part 4. I love that guy. He's so great. I love his personality. Johnny might be a contender for a tie for number 1 because the line he says is so hard, and it's one of my favorite character moments in any kind of character arc, where he goes like, you know, like Jesus told me, or like that corpse or whatever it is, it told me if I'm wavering, don't shoot. If I'm wavering, don't act. Well, I'm not wavering anymore. Like, fuck that. Like, I'm done letting the fucking past get a hold of me and shit like that. If I'm gonna walk forward, I gotta walk forward. So he.
That was fire.
Yeah, it was pretty.
And then
fire.
we saw the fire in his eye again.
Ah, I love that little detail, bro.
Fire.
I remember like Sono Chino Sadame, the original opening to JoJo Part 1.
The greatest opening ever.
Yeah, fucking still tops. Still top. But we see the fire in Jonathan's eyes. That was a callback to Part 7 because that wasn't shown in the original parts. The fire in the eye. That's a Part 7 thing. But like, I like that being retroactively added because that's like the Joestar thing. The fucking, or not Joestar, because Gyro also does the fucking fire in the eyes. But that shows like the will of fire inside a person when they decide, all right, it's time to nut up or shut up. For lack of a better word.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be no little bitch anymore.
Yeah, but unfortunately the corpse gets taken anyway by fucking funny Valentine, bitch ass asshole. We still don't see his stand yet, but we know he's got some shit at hold to him because he gets away real easily for some reason. And Johnny and Gyro did not do well in the race after that because they did not place well.
Yeah.
So they're pretty much down in the dumps. Poco Loco still going strong. Shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, he's a G. I hope nothing bad happens to you.
Please don't. Your stand's so cool. It hypes you up.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. And I'm looking at the fucking manga right now, or from what we've been reading, and it's the guy who uses Civil War is called Axl Rowe, which is more than likely a reference to Axl Rose from Guns N' Roses. So, cool reference. It's fine. It's fine.
Fucking good.
But yeah, Lucy's not doing well. She's in the body of like the president's wife who's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hot Pants held the body, but she couldn't get Lucy out of that situation, so fuck. Sorry, Luce.
Our boy,
Wacapio.
no, not him.
No?
I know his name. The dude, Steven Steele.
Oh yeah.
He's he's piecing things together.
Yeah, he's like, maybe this evil president guy is probably evil.
Yeah.
I say that as a mean thing. I like Steven as a character.
Yeah, he's pretty cool so far.
Yeah, he's not like he's way in over his head and shit, but
Yeah.
like he's not a bad person and shit.
Yeah.
And I like the little, like again, what I like about this part is that you can follow all these different characters' little journeys that aren't tied to Johnny or Gyro, and you can still be invested. You can still care because I want to see what happens to all these characters. I honestly am kind of rooting for Poco Loco to win at the end.
Yeah, even though.
Yeah, we got him. Well, we don't know. I actually don't know who wins the race.
Oh, really?
Well, do you?
I do.
Okay, I don't want to know.
You don't want to know?
No, not right now. I forgot it. It's out of my body. I'd rather just be witness.
Okay.
Because we fucked up and played Eyes of Heaven. If you want to play Eyes of Heaven, the
I
JoJo
actually
game.
got spoiled on part 6. Some dude is like, "Oh yeah, Jotaro dies," and I'm like,
Yeah, well, that's all.
Thanks,
That's a
fucking-
fucking spoiler that the fandom is like a meme now and shit.
Yeah.
Don't say that shit.
I'm like,
Try and be respectful and shit. Like
Oh,
we
thanks,
said,
bro.
spoiler warning. But yeah,
yeah.
but like we spoiled ourselves on part 7 playing Eyes of Heaven. So if you're gonna play Eyes of Heaven, be caught up to at least part 7. 8, not so much. You won't get a couple jokes. But don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because like part 8's done too. You can watch that shit. The JoJo Lands. Read. But yeah.
Fuck you, Rohan.
Yeah, I hate you, Rohan. You're like my least favorite part 4 character. I know he has his own manga. I don't give a shit. But yeah, man. Shit's fucked. Trying to see if there's anything else because I'm looking at it. Yeah, Johnny did not do well, or Johnny and Gyro did not place well in the race in this round. And like I'm looking at it right now, where like those guys are trying to assassinate him from the stands because the president wants him gone by this point, and like Gyro just chucks his fucking steel ball, and Johnny comes up from the floor and just shoots him with their his little nail bullets because that's his new power now. Fucking lit, but they're just like pretty much like fuck, man, fuck.
We need to get these fucking the rest of the corpse. This
Yeah.
ain't no joke.
Oh, but I remember like Steven Steele is being attacked by it wasn't like he wasn't trying to save Lucy. He was trying to save Capio. He was trying to save Steven Steele. So like him and Magenta are fighting on the carriage, and that's basically where we stopped off. Yeah, like Valentine is like not knowing Lucy's the fucking one, but Lucy has the eye, so the eye's trying to go back to the corpse, so she's trying to hide that shit too, and that's basically where we're at. Yep, I just checked. We're basically at there. So yeah, part 7's still great. Chapter 60 is where we left off. We still got 35 more to go.
It's crazy.
It's crazy, man. What a bizarre adventure. I know.
I love JoJo, man.
It's so good. At the end of the day, there's nothing else like it. But yeah, I think that's where we're going to stop it right there. Shout out to everybody who listens to this podcast. What are we at? Like 142 minutes, man. We go ham on sports sometimes.
Yeah.
And like I did go on the corporation bandwagon fuck you speech. But
it's playoffs, bro. I got a lot to talk about.
that's fair. Whatever. That's why we made this. See, we weren't here for a while. We gave you an extra long episode. Don't say we never did nothing for you.
Let's go Lakers, 18th championship.
Depending on how it goes, this will be a very different podcast next time.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Game 1 on Tuesday. Let's go Lakers.
All right. Shout out to everybody. Have a good day. We love you all. You know, if you're not having a good day, hope this helps out a little bit.
Mama, well.
Go for a walk.
Get high.
Watch some porn. I don't know. Play some video games that aren't broken.
Yeah.
Get Street Fighter 6.
You can make Ice Spice.
Yeah. What more do you need?
Yeah.
What more do you want?
Facts.
What more do you want from us? Okay.
One love, guys.
Peace.